Are people good? No, I don't know. Don't ask me what time it is. I don't know. I don't care. I only care about my Father's time. My Father is God. I'm the unknown prophet. So I need to believe my Father. And that's what I am. Today I like to talk about temples and where it did stand and how many times it did go down and wars around it. The house of my Father. And folks, I don't know any better, or the house of my Father is me, myself, and I. You understand? I am the house of my Father. And you people are the house of my Father. It depends on you if you want to come to live in it. It got nothing to do with temples and bullshit, folks. And the real temple stood in Zion, town of David. But and now they ask, who will build the temple? Well, the one who sit in it and will say that he is standing above God. The builder will use the money to build it, and he will go in it because he is the builder, and he will stand above God. The one with all the money. That's how it will go. Now I like to talk about the ark with the two golden angels. What they did build for God. They did make it for God. But for me it's the same like the golden calf. You understand? It's a statue. And God don't want. Not any image. God want. God want your temple. Your temple is your life. Your temple is your body. And I know it because God lives in me. He did use my body. I did feel Him working in my body so that He can start to live in it. That's the real story. God got nothing to do with gold or money or images and all these kinds of things, beliefs and churches, Bibles, stories. God got nothing to do with it. God got something to do with purity. And if purity is in you, then God will find you. If you are honest all the time, God will find you. If you did do for many people things another will not do, God will find you. We can call you pure. Pure in the eyes of God. That's what God likes to find. Not all the stories around it. God don't care. I don't care. Where Jesus did die is also not the place. Christmas is also not the time. When he was born, also not the time. So everything is a lie. It's easy, folks. And you cannot remember because you are not there in that time. It's so easy to make a story, but you need to be with God to know the real stories. I'm telling you the real stories. I'm walking with God every day. And God did use my body. He want to live in me. And I want to give it to him. I told my Father God to come into my palace. But God saw that I was on the outside dirty and I did stink. I was ugly and God don't care. God go inside of you. He care who you are inside. You never can see on the outside what is coming from the inside. And you never can see that God will go to the inside. Because God is not visible. He is spiritual. I feel his power. I did feel his power. But I did not see him. I did smell him. I did feel him. I did taste him. I did hear him. But with my own eyes, I never saw him, folks. But I saw him in many dreams and visions I did get. Suddenly, this started to happen when this man called God, who told me that I am his son and he is my father, did come. I started to see strange things. And for my eyes I thought, and my mind I thought, it's not possible what God say and what God do, what God show me, what God learned me. But it is, folks. It is happening. Every day it's happening. And it's happening with me. That's why I'm your unknown prophet. This is how God called me. Because I did ask my Father God, what am I in your eyes, Father? Why did you ever choose me? What did I do so beautifully? And I thought I was wrong all the time. He told me, go to the internet and start to learn. Before I did go, he told me that he is my Father and I am his son. And I was like, what? What about Jesus, Father? I do not understand. Do I need to stand above Jesus? Or did Jesus never exist? Was it all the time you, Father God? Was there never a Jesus? Did you come on earth with the name Jesus? Was it you all the time, Father God? And all the time, folks, I walked with God. I never saw Jesus. I only saw God. So he must be Jesus in that time. So your ancestors did kill God. And he let you believe in a lie. Because you people thought he was Jesus. And you people thought he talked to his Father. As long I do not see Jesus together with God, folks, I will explain you, I will tell you that I never saw it. So it must be only God. It is also only God who did create all the things. And where the Temple Mount or this temple ever stood, I don't care much. But I saw that it was standing for real on Mount Sinai. It's very difficult to understand what really did happen. But you need to walk with God to understand the real story. And you need to watch the pop stars These are your fallen stars. They also know lots more than you ever can think of. Watch them. Watch them and learn from them. Don't do their bad behaviors. Just study them. And know what star represents. What it represents. And you will understand who these people really are. I only can tell you honestly, I never thought that it will be me who God will touch. I was not a friend of God. I was against him like you. I was screaming at God in the time he did not touch me. I only did know him in what he did with his son. He let him die and God did do nothing. Is this what a father do for his son? So I was mad at God when I saw this. And I told God, you are not a good father for your own son who will die in pain for 6 hours and longer without taking the pain away. But I do understand now that it was God himself. You did hear scream and cry in pain. God did come into this world to show you how to love each other. And I want nothing more than this, folks. I want love. I want to be beloved. I want to give love. And I want to give knowledge in love. And I hope you love my knowledge. I hope I will learn you the knowledge I did learn. Because it's pure love I only can give you. For there is no hate in me. You can come with friends and you can step me down. But you will see empty hands. Will you go on? I will tell you on the moment you start to hit me that I love you. Will you go on? For example, there was a boy. He did scream at me. He told me, "You motherfucker," and all this kind of things, you know. I told him, my mom yesterday did die. He did come back and he told me, "I'm sorry." I'm sorry. And I told him, "I forgive you." Because he did say, my mom is a hooker and all these kind of things, you know, and I thought wisely, I thought I need to shut him down. His mouth is too big. And this is simply how I can take you. I let you believe a lie. And you will believe that lie. Because this lie is so real that you will get feelings. Comes into your mind and into your heart. And it starts to work. And you start to think. And then you start to talk. In the way how sorry you are. And then it will become quiet. Because I told you. I forgive you. And I love you. And the man did say, I love you too, my friend. I need to go now. This is how easy it is. You can play with minds of people. Do you know how easy it is that these dirty people play with your mind? If I can do it, then they can do it. They know what I know, and I know what they know. They can do what I can do, and I can do what they can do. I can see what they see, and they can see what I see. Only I'm with God, and these other people are with the devil. But they can say, and can do, and can see, and can hear, and can know, and can learn the same things I did learn. I know these people. They cannot hide from me, because I know their ways. I want this for you, that you start to learn about the fallen stars, the fallen ones. Your pop stars, your idols, your gods and goddesses. Ask them. They will tell you that they are goddesses. What is your secret dream? And they will tell you that the secret dream is that they are goddesses. You can ask, and they will give you the answer I told you. They all want to stand above my fire. I will explain why the devil don't say nothing. When these people say, these children of the devil say, that they will stand above their own father. Because their own father, they know, he is not a God. He did not create this world. That's why the devil do not have a problem if his children say that they are goddesses. Because if he was the only God, then he will punish his children. No one will stand above God. That's why the devil allowed his children to say that they are goddesses. And definitely want to stand above the devil. But the devil is not a God. That's why the devil did allow this. Do you understand, folks? I try to learn you something what is really very important. There is only one God, and that is my Father. I will never say such a thing. But they can. And this is the only thing I cannot do. Oh, I will stand above my Father. Oh, yes. And I stand above my Father. Definitely. But not with what you think. If I can give something, it will be only pure love. God let me stand above him with my pure love. God will let you stand above him if it is pure love. And then I come by the story that God told me, don't trust no one, my son, and don't trust anything. So I am the only one who can say this, that I can stand above my own Father with my love. No one ever can say this. If you are not touched, God did not tell you that you are his son and he is your father. You better watch out what you say. These are real stories. And I'm really the only one who can talk like this. There will be no one in this world who will. I'm telling you the truth, huh? But however, folks, third temple need to be built. Need to be built. It will not be built for God. God do not care about buildings. And temples made out the hands of men. God don't care. God care about you. You must be that temple. Spiritual, he will go into you. And spiritual, you will go into him. And I don't know any better, folks. Or this is how it really is. God is definitely very spiritual. not visible. That's why he needs your temple. The devil is also very spiritual. That's why he needs your soul. Because he don't want you to have a nice life with the other life what's coming. Because you think you are done. You are so wrong. I saw all, folks. So I saw also the spirit, where it go. If you are with the devil, it will not go to God. You will not get the heavenly things God can give you. But you will get the bad things the devil can give you. As here on earth, as on the place he is, so will it be. And so will it be forever. I will live forever with God and all the nice things. And you will die forever. Now, make your choice. What do you want? You know, I told my Father God, this was in the beginning when God did come to me, maybe a few months later. I told my Father God, if you can give me a sadistic choice to walk with you without wings, but with love, or to fly for you, what I love, without love. What will be your choice, folks? Will you take the wings without love? Or will you take the love without wings? Will you be the gold digger and want all? Or do you want to be humble and walk on the floor without flying? Now you need to know, I did get an answer on this. A few weeks ago, my neighbor did die, and people come by my door and told me if I can look for my neighbor, what's going on. Because these people were scared. So I did go. I did scream inside and nothing. So I did call the police and I told them, I think my neighbor did die. Come and look. And outside was standing a wife, a woman. And I did say, I think that he's gone. And the woman started to laugh. And then the police come outside. And they told me, yes. I told him, you don't have to tell me. I saw it already. I saw it on the face, you come outside. And the woman did go inside. And I did go after the woman and I told her, what did you say again? Now you are not laughing, huh? Later on, they come to thank me. The police thank me, and neighbors thank me, and give thanks to me. And one of these neighbors, I let him inside. Normally speaking, I never do this, because I want to be alone. But he did ask me something, if I did have some butter to cook something. I told him, yeah, I do have some butter. So I told him, come inside. So he come inside, and he told me, you did get your feathers. I did look at him, and I thought, this only my Father God can say. This only my Father God can say. This boy can never tell me this. Like the man, I was shopping one time, and the man told me, yeah, I go live with my son together and all these kind of things. And I told him, so you leave me alone, and will you miss me? And he told me, you know that you are the apple of my eye. I did not even know the man so well. I know him from some day I see him and I say, hi, how's it going? Ah, good, okay. You know, like this, eh? But this time he told me that I was the apple of his eye. And directly I do understand. God was talking into him so that I will know that God loves me very much. Because the day before I did go to the store, I did ask my Father God, do you still love me? Because I hear nothing from you anymore. No dreams, no visions, no nothing. Do you still love me? I want to know. And the next day, this started to happen. And that's the same thing what did happen with my neighbor when he did die. Many people did say that they loved me and they did give thanks. And one figure, I took him inside and he told me that I will get my feathers. And then I give him the butter and he go outside. I never saw him again. But I still remember, a few days before, I asked my Father God, do you still love me? Because I hear nothing from you. I see nothing from you. No dreams, no visions. I cannot go to the internet to speak with the people as honest I can be, because I do it in visions and dreams, folks. This is how I come to the internet and can speak with you. Honest. No lies. Most of the times, when I ask my Father God if he still loves me, then he will come and he will tell me himself in people that he loves me. The next day you can go to people and can ask, what did you say yesterday? Then you need to recall them. What did you say yesterday? I don't know, what did I say? Yeah, you did say something nice, that I look like Jesus and that I'm Jesus and all these kind of things. Do you know? And the boy told me, I don't know. I don't know. And I told him, but it was yesterday. Oh, maybe I was drunk. This is what I get to hear when I ask the next day what did happen yesterday. They don't know. God speaks and can move into people, folks. God is like a spirit, and He can do with you whatever He likes. That's why He's God. He can do things no one else can. That's why the name is God. He can do things what other people cannot do, and never will, and never can. No one else than God. That's why His name is God. But for me, He is not God, but my Father. Because He told me that I am His son.